everyone, I'm here to share this project that I made this week, and this is actually using an old food container. So I will put a picture of what the food container looked like here. And when I bought this at the store, I realized it was such a good box to make something with. So I was really pleasantly surprised when I actually opened the stuffed shells that they were wrapped in plastic and there was no actual food on the cardboard. So I was able to use it for this. So I took the box, and you can see here that I covered it pretty much everywhere that I could, aside from here. I didn't put anything here yet because I wasn't really sure if I was going to, because I did cover that outside and I didn't want the papers to rub and one to come off. So I covered pretty much everything with the gorgeous papers from the new pink silk Atelier kit from OohLaLa Vintage Treasures, and I will link the kit that I used below. I used the paper pack, and it has some of the most beautiful papers, some really fun elements that I've liked from her other kits. They've been adapted for this theme, and I just absolutely love them. Like the ruffles, there's a few pages with ruffles on them, and I just absolutely love how they turned out. The roses and flowers. Look at that gorgeous print. I love that, like a quilt, but so shabby and pretty. And then there are a couple of French document papers in pink that are to die for. So pretty. And then, oh, I love this one. Okay, so those are some of the papers. And I should mention that this is just part one of this. So I do plan to do more with this box, but I wanted to go ahead and film pretty much the outside is done. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. A lot of times on boxes, I do ruffles on the edges or things like that, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use this for yet, but a couple of things I have in mind. I don't know that I want them super frilly on the edges. I just want the focus to be on the front and then what's on the inside. So I'm just going to share really quickly what I did, and then I do have a fast play of me making this so you can see. I, of course, picked out the papers and things I wanted to use first. I just simply used a ruler to measure, because when you watch the video, you won't see me covering, you'll just see me decorating. So I used a ruler to measure. I used my cutter to just trim the papers, and then I did that to cover all of the inside pieces and outside. I did that first. That's the very first thing I did. And then I went through and cut out some elements, and I cannot remember, I'm so sorry, I cannot remember which, I know this is all pink silk Atelier, but I can't remember if this was in the paper pack or a different pack. So please go to my links below and I'll link the different elements that I used for this. But there's one of the kits that has these gorgeous dress forms, and so I'll link that kit below as well, and that's part of the pink silk Atelier. And then there's some cards here that are just so pretty. So for the outside, I simply layered a couple of the gorgeous pages. I layered some different laces. I have different flowers that I've created here, and then kind of all surrounding that dress form. And the dress form, this is exactly how Doreen created it. The only thing I did was I added just the stickles to highlight some of those layers, and I think it came out really cute. I did add a piece of bling to that flower. I'm really particular with bling. I love bling, but I don't want it to overpower the rest. So if I'm adding it to one flower, I'm typically not adding it to the others. I like to do just like a lace center. So that is the box. And again, I'm not quite sure. I have a couple of ideas floating around about what I'm going to do with it. So you'll have to come back for part two. I'm going to be working on this next week. But yeah, so keep watching. I do have a fast play of me creating the top of the box here. So I'll just put some light music in the background. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks so much for watching.